Hello and welcome to my first ever storytime video. At least I think it's my first. And today I'm going to be telling you all the story of how my great-grandmother was a Jehovah's Witness, but also not actually a Jehovah's Witness. It'll make sense, believe me. So, when I was younger, I used to live with my great-grandma, who sadly passed away, but this isn't about that. This video is not about that. It's about something that happened when she was alive. Now, she couldn't really do much because she was disabled physically, so she couldn't really go anywhere or do much of anything. So she was kind of just stuck at home all day with me, and I was a awful child. I was terrible, and I will admit to that. I'm still terrible, but I've gotten better. Definitely not as bad as I was when I was the age of when this all took place. I don't remember how many years ago it was. It was maybe... It spanned over a few years, and maybe started when I was 9, probably. Well, anyway, keep in mind, remember how I said that she doesn't really have anywhere to go? Yeah, she really doesn't, unless she was going to some sort of doctor's appointment or something, in which someone else would have to come pick her up and take her there, and I would have to go because I couldn't stay home alone yet. She had nowhere to go. Ever. And so, when lo and behold, the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses came and knocked on her door, of course, she heard them out. And then, from that point on, about every week, some lady from the fucking congregation or whatever it's called would come there and talk to her about Jehovah and blah 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 blah. Now, when I was younger, this was around my first time about hearing about Jehovah's Witnesses, and I didn't know they were a cult at the time, and I didn't know how harmful they were. But I wasn't indoctrinated either, and neither was my grandmother. It was very, very strange, needless to say, especially considering all that I know now about the quote-unquote religion that is Jehovah's Witnesses. But the reason it confused me so much at the time, and the reason all the shit I heard at the time confused me, is because the indoctrination, the brainwashing, that never got to my grandmother. The woman would come to her house not day after day, but week after week for a couple of years. And yet, my grandmother never caved. She never went full on into the religion. She never developed any of the beliefs. For a while, she started getting rid of us celebrating holidays and just doing our own thing, but then she decided to go against it. She's like, nah, we're gonna keep celebrating holidays because it's fun. And it was honestly really, really strange. Especially looking back now in hindsight, I realize just how lucky I am, or just how lucky I am and that she was, to have been so strong-willed. Like, we were both incredibly, incredibly lucky, and I was really fucking lucky to live with someone who was that strong-willed, not to fall for that shit. And the more I think about it, the more I realize why she did what she did, and why she kept allowing this woman to come into her house, despite the fact she obviously didn't believe the shit she was throwing out at her. And that's because she wanted someone to talk to. She had no places to go, didn't have many people she knew that could come over and talk that were, well, still alive. So she saw an opportunity, and she took it. And honestly, that's kind of commendable. It might kind of seem like a shady practice, but when you realize all the shit that Jehovah's Witnesses have done, it's not really all that bad. It was just some old lady, it was just some only lonely old lady who had her fucking terror of a great-granddaughter there to keep her company. And she wanted someone closer to her own age to talk to, when she didn't really have anyone else. And you know what? That's fair. I get that. Yeah. So, I thought that this story would be longer, but it really isn't. So, looks like we're doing multiple stories in one video. This is unscripted. So yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway. Okay, next story. Let's talk about the time that I was fucking slapped in the face at a Christmas party, shall we? Oh yes. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, so I don't remember how old I was when this took place. Maybe I know it happened after the whole JW situation. So it was actually pretty recent. Maybe I was about 13, 14, somewhere around that age range. Well, anyway, so my dad has this girlfriend, right, who I'm not too fond of. I don't hate her as much as I used to. That's only because I haven't seen her all that much recently, and I don't know how much she's changed or if she's changed at all. But at the time, I really, really didn't like her. And most of her family, her kids were all right. Her daughters, they were okay, fine. I don't really care. But her other relatives, her parents particularly, and their other grandmother, I fucking despise them to this day. And there is a very good reason why I hate them as much as I do. So, it was Christmas, obviously. That's why I was at a Christmas party. And, you know, I was kind of just dragged to this against my will. I didn't have a choice. But it was with my dad, his girlfriend, and some other people. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be at the other Christmas party with my grandma, not my great-grandma, my other grandma, who I live with now. Ooh, she epic. Shout out to her, even though she's probably not watching this, even though I'll probably make her watch this. You're awesome, bro. I love you. Ooh. Why did I call my grandma bro? Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So, fuck. All right. Okay. Fuck. Where was I? Oh yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I was at this Christmas party. I didn't want to be there, like, at all. So, I was kind of salty, but I was also kind of just vibing, kind of chilling. And I have, okay, little context here. I have pretty bad anger problems. I have something called IED, intermittent explosive disorder. If you don't know what that is, Google it. But anyway, I have that, and and it's gotten better, but back then it was worse than it is now, even though it wasn't that long ago. But it's weird, okay? And I was also going through some shit at the time, and I was angry, and I don't remember what happened, but someone said or did something that really set me off, and I don't remember how or why, but I went the fuck off. I was screaming, I was swearing, I was fucking pissed. I don't remember why I got as angry as I did. But all I remember is that I got really fucking angry. And all I remember, and I also remember that I didn't threaten anyone, I didn't assault anyone, or anything like that. I was just being a fucking asshole, a fucking nuisance to everyone around me. I wasn't putting anyone's lives in danger or threatening them in any way. I can say that for certain. But even if I was, even if I was, that does not justify what came after that, what came next. And what exactly happened next? Well, my dad's lovely girlfriend's mother decided to approach me and slap me straight across the face. Yes, that's right. Harassment of a minor. Physical harassment of a minor. This happened several years ago, so I can't do anything about it now. It's not like I can press charges. Oh dear God. I swear to God, if I had the opportunity back then to press charges, I would have. I would have loved to see that disgusting woman behind bars. Because her smacking me isn't the worst thing she's done or the worst thing that I've seen her done. Actually, it probably is, depending on how you look at it. But I've seen her do some other pretty shitty things as well. Very fucked up, if you ask me. And the fact that she had literally no relation to me, even though I don't think it matters if you have relation to the person or not, especially if they're a child, you shouldn't be hitting them. I don't fucking care if you think it works or not. No, it fucking doesn't, you degenerate. Stop hitting your children. Fucking talk to them like they're people and stop hurting them and making them afraid of you and thinking that actually solves anything, because I can tell you from first-hand experience, it makes it worse. It makes it worse, honey. Stop thinking that you're doing the right thing because you can't accept the fact that you're wrong. Pathetic, honestly, if you ask me. Now, that's all about I have to say for today's video. I know the drawing in the background, I've only really gotten the line art done on, and not even completely finished, but in the next video, I'll probably finish the art, because I'm probably not going to finish artwork, in one video, so that's probably going to be a running theme. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was my first story time. I don't know how many people are actually going to see this, but, yeah, if, things don't go entirely as planned, this is probably going to be uploaded on a new channel, and if you're wondering what my old channel is, it was Lordy with the fucking, Italia Latvia profile picture, which is pretty much a dead channel by now that I really only use to watch videos on and comment on. This is mostly going to be the channel that I upload stuff on, if it is uploaded on a different channel. And if it is, then please subscribe to this one and unsubscribe to the other one, because there's probably not going to be much activity, except maybe possibly the occasional shit post. Other than that, not really much. So please subscribe to this channel and don't pay attention to my other channels. Okay, bye.